Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Sagittarius. Bear with me, YouTube's been a little glitchy today, so I'll try to watch the chat and make sure we don't have any issues in terms of audio loops. I think that generally happens when we have some sort of like throttling happening from my, internet provider. So what we have for you today, we have drastic, cut off, and distant horizons. So I feel like I'm reading for somebody that knows they need to probably move or leave a situation or distance themselves from somebody that maybe they didn't think they would have to, or from some place they didn't anticipate that they would. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of enchantment. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you saw my picture post, I'm sure you know that I was outside enjoying the nice weather here. All right, let's go with the Tattoo Tarot. Dive right in. I hope you have exciting plans for the weekend. Hello there, Miss Christina. Oh, your name is like a different color now, and it has a little tool symbol next to it because you're my moderator. Thank you for helping. All right, so we have the Hermit in the reverse. So Sagittarius, there's something here about somebody not necessarily following the right path or getting off track. This feels like somebody who knew what the right track was, but there may have been complications. Exactly. High Priestess. So somebody knew what needed to be done, but there may have been a little bit of, I don't know, maybe hesitancy or external influence that made somebody feel guilty for what they were trying to accomplish. Yeah, this is definitely for somebody who's leaving home, you guys. We've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So there's perhaps leaving a hometown, leaving a place you've lived for a long time, possibly for some of you, an end of a relationship. But I feel like this is more so like family that may be feeling upset with you for choosing to move or go the direction you're headed. But we've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. So it feels to me like it's a situation where you're able to address some of the trauma or healing that you need to, or that this move is critical to your path. And I think you already know that. We have the Four of Swords. Yep, healing. So there is protection here for you if it's been getting a little bit difficult for you lately to stay focused or feel like whatever plan you have is something that you can actually pull off. Keep the faith, be patient, focus on what you're thinking and saying, right? Because you want to make sure you're manifesting the right things. You've got help coming your way. All right. I think we'll continue with the Egyptian Tarot. What else do we have for Sagittarius? We have the Sun in the reverse and Death in the reverse. I see this for most of you as a warning or a heads up that whatever information is maybe not public consumption kind of information, where you're going, when you're leaving, who you're going with, whether or not you're in a relationship, little details like that, you maybe want to be a little bit more guarded than normal with that information, because what I see with these two coming out is that you really need to be private right now. You don't want to enlighten everyone to all of the changes or endings here. You've got to keep a little of that to yourself. But I also feel like, I ate a muffin here. I also feel like we have somebody that you're walking away from because they were not willing to work on themselves and, progress. We have the Hanged Man. Whereas I feel like you've had a change in your perspective. You've had some kind of level up, and it's inspiring you to take a new path. Maybe you're sick of your job. Maybe you're ready for a new culture. Maybe you just want to have a change of scenery. Sorry, you guys, I was totally hanging out with ham bones, so I've got cat hair on my face. Ten of Pentacles. So whatever move you're thinking of making, this looks like a very profitable decision for you. There's something here about this choosing your own happiness, moving in the direction that you want, that opens up doors for you in terms of being able to not just heal, but also build something that you're meant to build. So maybe you start your own business. Maybe it's just a less expensive area. We have the Four of Pentacles here. So I think you're able to spend less money where you're going, or you're able to save more. Maybe you're getting a promotion that motivates you to move. Ace of Pentacles. This could literally be a promotion. So I think a lot of you are seeing things change with regards to your job. And this means that you'll be able to be a little bit more free with the decisions that you make, and you might be able to do a little bit more with your life than you thought. Maybe you'll be able to, start a nonprofit or write a book. But there's something unexpected here for you with the Three of Wands in the reverse, and I feel like it's good because we're under the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So something is offered to you, or something comes in at the last second. It's unexpected, but it helps you. It furthers your goals. All right, we're going to get more information here from the Rider-Waite. We have the Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups. There's some sort of confusion here that has happened in your planning stage, or if you've been really working hard on something, you may have been confronted with a problem that didn't have an obvious answer. You've had to really draw on your patience. You've had to really look at the situation closely. Like, this is one of those times where someone would pull out the glasses, right? Like, got to review this contract real quick. Okay. And when you figured out the information that you needed to, there may have been this pause where you looked at it and said, oh my, I don't know. This seems like a lot to do, but I've spent all this time planning it. And I think the obstacle for you, hey there, Mr. Pirate, look at you with your little blue highlight. All right, so we've got possibly somebody trying to leverage your emotions to make you feel like you should sacrifice what you want instead of moving forward with these plans. But you know what you're supposed to be doing here. There is change that is meant to happen. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of delays or obstacles, maybe even people changing their mind, but you have stayed focused and hopeful that this thing that you want to change will eventually change, or that you'll be able to change it, right? Look at how we have in the distance a different city. I think most of you are moving. Yeah, if you're not moving, this is probably not your reading. See, we have the Two of Wands right here as well. We have somebody eyeing the world, figuring out, where do I want to go? Where do I want to live? And with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you know this is your choice. This is not somebody else's decision, right? And that might be really freeing for you, because it does feel like there's somebody that's trying to not let you go. Somebody doesn't want you to go through with this. And I think it's just, I don't think it's necessarily they're trying to ruin your shit, although we do have a Five of Swords here, but we have somebody that doesn't want you to leave, right? I love it. So, not this, what Pirate said, sorry. So you may have somebody trying to make you feel guilty, but this is the opportunity of a lifetime. So if somebody's trying to leverage guilt or something over you to make you feel like you shouldn't take something that you know your heart is pulling you towards, then just find a kind way to say, I'm sorry, that just doesn't jive with my boundaries. See, what you want to do, you can apply to your own life, but this is my life and I would like to make this decision and this is how I see it working out. This is under the Queen of Swords, or sorry, under the Three of Wands in the reverse. So you may shock some people with your unwillingness to be flexible in terms of if they have a different opinion, maybe you previously would have taken that pretty seriously. But I also think you're going to be a little bit, what's the word? I think there's going to be some piece of information that's a little bit out of the blue for you, a little unexpected, that might help you as well. Maybe you find out that a good friend of yours is moving to that place as well, or, somebody's able to visit you to kind of lighten the loneliness a little bit for you, right? Oh my gosh, all three of you are here. So you are all three the ones that I asked, by the way. Hello, Joanna. How are you? You guys are indeed the warriors, aren't you? All right, let's see. Which one should we continue with? We'll go with the Ghost Tarot. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So for many of you, there is a feminine energy that may be kind of known as being a little bit controlling, and they want to, it looks like somebody literally wants to like swat this opportunity away from you because it doesn't serve their needs. So there could be somebody who's trying to kind of muddy the waters and make it seem like there's more risk or more of an issue here than there really is. And it's just because they're scared. They might think that if you move away, they're going to hear from you again. We have the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. But the High Priestess is in the reverse. Someone's giving you bad counsel regarding finances. Somebody may tell you you're not capable of doing something different for work, or cast doubt on a plan that you have when they really are just jealous, right? Does it say Roxy Foxy? That's so cute. I love that. Foxes are one of my favorite animals. Ooh, yeah. Here you go, Roxy. All right, let's see. Let's get more clarification on this Two of Wands since it's already come out twice. Ooh, we have another Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're going to definitely want to protect the information regarding this change in your life. There's probably going to be a few people that don't really like it. They may be used to having information about your life whenever they ask for it, but there's a need to change this. And you've already, I think, implemented different boundaries and probably gotten a little bit of pushback from people, but you are supposed to be doing this. And don't feel guilty about it. You can apologize after you've done what you need to do, right? If you need to. Yeah. Wow. This is kind of creepy, you guys. Death with the scythe underneath the moon. So this is underneath the Five of Swords. I feel like somebody's going to try to scare you out of what it is you're doing. If you do that, you might catch COVID. If you do that, you might not ever see your niece again. If you do that, there's something here where someone doesn't want you to change, and they may be threatening some kind of end that isn't really accurate for you. But it's really just because they're trying to change the outcome here. They don't want you to make this choice or this change. Seven of Wands in the reverse. but they really can't go up against your free will or the decisions that you want to make. You already know what you're going to do, and I think you also have that confidence where you don't really need to, get other people's permission or feel bad about it if you know it's the right move for you. All right, we're going to continue with the Tarot de la Nuit. Sun in the reverse, same as the first one out of the Egyptian tarot. Doesn't she look like she's about to leave? I mean, she looks like she's about to jump, kind of, but it looks like she's about to leave. I feel like people really want to know information, like your plans, and you might have people that are complaining that you're being kind of harsh or too secretive, but they may not fully understand the situation. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like some people are taking this personally, even though they really shouldn't. Some people may feel like you're trying to end the relationship that you have with them, whether it's a friendship or, a family relationship, whatever it might be. We have the Queen of Cups, the Strength card, and the Three of Wands, but the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Somebody's trying to play off of your insecurities, but you aren't insecure. This is a beautiful combo. In fact, I think we saw this in the Leo video as well, so you may want to check that out. But we've got somebody here that might be trying to tell you you aren't good enough to do something, or you're not quite experienced enough, or if you do XYZ, you'd really want to get a certification or do this first. But what they don't realize is you have done the work. You have really worked on your fears or inhibitions, things that held you back, and you are not the person this person thinks you are. And for that reason, with the Three of Wands, you will be able to take action on the plans that you're making here, because the Two of Wands, which we already have, is like charting a course, doing something different. The Three of Wands, that's like, okay, now I think I can do something here. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone may be casting doubt on your ability to take care of yourself financially, or maybe casting doubt on a relationship. We have the Star. This is clarifying strength. You may not realize this, but you are an inspiration to other people who also need to make changes in their life. A lot of times people will get to a point where they are stagnant, and they realize they're stagnant because probably they're not willing to make a really big change that requires a lot. Moving to Tennessee was not an easy thing, right? There were plenty of obstacles. I feel like somebody's trying to tell you that you can't do something great because you don't have all your ducks in a row. But the matter at heart here, what you need to heal, this is exactly the right move, which means there's going to be things that fall into place for you, and things will move for you because it's what you're supposed to be doing. Remember, we had this unexpected help over here. You guys are awesome. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels like somebody waiting for you to fail. But you're the Empress. Whether you're male, female, non-binary, we have somebody here that is very successful. This is the energy of all four queens in one individual. And this is somebody who is quite motherly or able to, take care of those around them. But this is also generally somebody who's able to bring new things into creation. So you could actually be pregnant. Someone around you could be pregnant. Or you may be starting a new business, writing a book, or producing a music album. There's something here that you're able to do that people will want to buy from you. You have some sort of artistic gift here. I think there's a message here for you to be a little bit more kind in terms of how you think about yourself or how you talk about yourself. You want to make sure that you are talking yourself up, right? We have the chariot in the reverse. This is underneath the star. I feel like this is somebody just doesn't want you to go. Somebody may depend on you quite heavily, and I don't know that that's really fair to you, to be honest. It feels like this is somebody who expects you to do a lot more than they should. This is somebody here who feels like they should be able to make decisions for you. With the devil, this is somebody that feels like they can crack that whip and then you're going to respond however they ask, right? We have the Five of Swords. We have that here as well. So I do feel like there's somebody here who is, I think, quite jealous of your ability to land on your feet or make things happen the way you want them to, because this person doesn't really have that skill figured out quite yet. We'll go with the Everyday Tarot. Get a little bit more detail here for you, Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Someone feels like they need to come clean or be honest about a situation pertaining to walking away. So there may be somebody really important to you that you've been kind of glossing over this idea of moving away because you know it's going to hurt them. And I think you just want to be kind of cautious in terms of how you approach this. But I don't... I was going to say, I don't like that it's coming out near the Queen of Wands here. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse coming out again, the same card. So be cautious of an energy that you know would be resistant. Be careful of anyone that might be a little bit too loose with your information. You guys are so nice. Yeah, you're making me blush. Should we get some Wicked Wands Warriors t-shirts, you guys? Wheel of Fortune. Somebody may not like that you've had such a drastic change and that things are starting to get better for you, right? Jealousy is an ugly green-eyed monster. The Emperor. This is you. I know it's generally Aries, but this is you standing up for what it is that you want, telling people how it is, and learning to not feel guilty about being honest about what your plans are or not letting other people make you feel bad about it. Remember, knowledge is power. You can withhold your own information whenever you need to. And if someone doesn't like that, that's okay. Because when you're really focused on pleasing everyone around you, you often forget to do what you need to do for you. Somebody has let go of the confusion and decided, even if there is, a little bit of unforeseen here and there, that's fine. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Judgment here. This is somebody who's heard the call, who knows what the right direction is, and has made that decision to do what they're supposed to do. Six of Swords. Yeah, you guys, there is absolutely travel here. Not necessarily by boat, but definitely travel that you can't, accomplish in 30 minutes, right? But there are people that are trying to prevent this. We often see with the Six of Swords, somebody in the background rowing this boat. I kind of feel like there's somebody here that you would expect to support you that isn't going to support you. And then you may be surprised by someone else being supportive, maybe even wanting to, throw some gas money at you or help you out with, a moving truck, something like that. We have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. You may be dealing with a situation where it's been kind of difficult to talk through your feelings with somebody that you care about. You may have felt like if you say too much, that would be, offensive, but you worry that if you don't say enough, then they won't know how they really or how you really feel. So I feel like there's an important conversation pertaining to your romance that's coming up. And I think this Knight of Cups is encouraging you to be like soft or romantic. Wow, we have another knight. Definitely somebody is taking action here because knights are about action. But I feel like this is somebody who wants to stop you. With the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands basically going head to head here, right? Let's see. Oh my! All right, now we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Definitely getting a lot of reverses. All right, Hierophant and Four of Wands. All right, let's digest this, you guys. Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Swords, both in the reverse. Somebody is healing from a situation where somebody wasn't loyal. You may have had a really bad experience with an employer or a really bad experience in a friendship or a relationship. But with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, this is a slow but steady healing process from somebody that was dishonest with you and made you maybe feel like you were a little bit distant from everybody else, maybe had a little bit of a distrust in love or people in general. And with the Four of Wands, I also tend to see that as kind of like, when it's in the reverse, kind of like a shaky foundation. You may have realized that this is not a good community because there's a lot of toxicity, and it makes it hard for me to deal with this kind of stuff. If I go over here or if I start fresh, I won't have those same things to deal with, right? It's snowing? Oh no. Yeah, I think it might snow in a week here, but it's going to be pretty light compared to Minnesota life, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, you guys, we're going to grab a couple from the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then I think we'll call it a day. A change in the life of a true friend. So for some of you, this is a good friend of yours that's going to maybe surprise you and decide they want to do something kind of crazy like you. I think you're inspiring someone to make an important change in their life because you're pursuing what you know is right for you. But I also think this is how other people see you. They see you as a true friend. Something will happen that will change the entire atmosphere for the best. Didn't I just say that? You're going to find a way to change the environment so that you can do what's right for you and have a happier life. On fire. Oh no. Shall I grab my fire extinguisher? Oh lordy. You guys, I said this. Queen of Wands in the reverse. A woman is coming between you and your beloved. There's somebody here who wants to spoil your plans, and I think it's just because what you want conflicts with what this person wants. Forgive someone now and don't trust again. I don't necessarily think this is the woman, but it could be for some of you. If there's someone who has repeatedly disregarded your boundaries or what is respectful to you, and they know that that's what you prefer, forgive them. That's for you just as much as it is for the other person, but this is saying don't trust them again. You will be successful, carry through with your ideas. So even when you're struggling to believe this is all going to work out the way you want it to, keep the faith and remember there is protection here for you. Somebody wants you to get whatever it is that you're working towards. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that your intent is really pure. You want a happier life for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, whatever it is, this is the right move for you. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you to my moderators. You guys are the best. And hopefully I'll be able to come back for another reading, but if not, tomorrow should be a bit of a marathon day for you guys. So have a good night.